Pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. All right, I should probably turn off my mobile game. Goodbye, anime girls. All right, let's let the Discord know that we're live. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Razer gone, Nvidia gone. Steam that has to stay on. I should probably turn on the volume on my end so I can actually hear stuff, yeah? I hope you guys can hear the music. I'm not sure if you can or not. If you can't, let me know, I guess. You ready to just enjoy some pizza? Nah. Well, maybe actually. Because, maybe Devil May Drink, maybe. Maybe actually pizza, because our dinner plans kind of went up in smoke because half the city doesn't have power because DTE Energy dug into one of the main wires, and so half the city just doesn't have power. So our dinner plans are a little awry. We're fine, obviously, but yeah. So we may just do pizza or something. Devil May Drink some water. How's it going? Ooh. Funny. Last time this happened, I think it was because of a raccoon, and this time it's because they were trying to repair a gas line that somebody had hit, DTE Energy, and they accidentally hit a power line while they were trying to fix that, so they made the problem worse, and now half the city doesn't have power. So bad. It's so bad. It's like, boy, I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that excavator guy. Dante solos Goku. Don't you know that Goku is Dante's mom? Have you not seen that? Hold up. I gotta find something now before we start. One sec. It should be pretty easy to find. Hold up. What was that? Yeah, that cutscene. I want the first one. Is it the first one? Let's find out. Let me mute it a minute. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, hold up. Before we get started, now that you mentioned that, I have to bring up something. I have to bring up a meme. Okay. Did you do? Over here. Where's display capture? There it is. Okay. So since you said that, oh gosh, internet is being horrible right now. Probably because I you mean the monitor is not connected? Oh, that's the wrong monitor. Hello. There we go. Anyway, is the internet gonna be fine? Are you gonna be like this? Why you be like this? Probably because it's Chrome. Probably because I'm still using Chrome.
And welcome. My name is 353.
So this is a mod for Halo 1.
What is this place?
This is the first
And that's all I'm gonna explain.
Grand Prix.
I don't understand.
You see, in order to activate the ring's defense system, you must complete 5 races.
One sec. I just realized that the there we go. That's better. Okay. Proceed.
You will be going up against the top racists from all over the ring. Allow me to introduce
Dude, I gotta play this mod. I still haven't actually played through this mod.
Dave the Marine and Dave the Marine. Yek and Zag the Jackals. Captain Keys.
Stream is lagging? Yeah, it's probably because I opened up Google Chrome. That was a mistake on my part.
Honk.
I just wanted to show this meme since you mentioned Dante soloing Goku.
Dave the Marine. Steve, and of course, Steve. Dave the Marine and his heterosexual life partner, Dave the Marine. Blah, 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 blah. may cry, and his mother. Some other people probably. I don't know.
All right, that's all I wanted to show. Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, let me go ahead and well, this is depressing. Let me go ahead and get the game going then a minute. And hopefully, yeah, internet should be back to normal now. Because of course, Chrome. I gotta get away from Chrome, dude. I gotta go away from Chrome. I gotta find myself a different browser. There's that Opera GX that like is always advertised on YouTube. Maybe I should give that a try. Like gamers browser or whatever. I think I've got everything closed that I can. All right, let me jump over the game a minute. Oh, right. Boop. Okay. Was I still had the display capture up? But yeah. Anyway. Is it gonna work? Are you gonna be... Hold up. I gotta specify. Oh, that's why. Because it was supposed to be... It thought it was supposed to capture, the PSP emulator. Why is it like that? Gosh dang it. I fixed one problem. Why is it small? There we go. Big again. Alright. You gonna be done now? Yeah. Okay. There we go. Alright. Alright. It's been a hot minute. It's been like... What? A week? Yeah. Oh, is it not going to capture the game? Why? Oh, it's because it's looking for the DMC launcher. Well, here we're just gonna say this. That should fix it. Yes. There we go. All right. Wrong game, but yeah. Demo digest. I wonder what that is. Oh, do I have to do the watch? All right. I have to do the start of this mission again, I guess. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Yep, we're in the middle of something's stomach. Well. Listen, not much rhymes with Bingus Bongus, okay? I tried to think of something that would rhyme with Bongus, and that was all I could think of. Or bogus, I guess. Okay, last time I had a real hard time with this, so I actually looked it up on YouTube, and there's actually a trick to doing this particular challenge, so I'm gonna try it. Oops. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be. Don't worry, it is supposed to be. Oh shoot, I forgot. I gotta remember what the hotkeys do. Or like the different inputs. There was an input to change. Oh, it's triggers, isn't it? Yeah, okay. There we go, okay. I always do this. I'm looking forward to when I can play on Tuesdays and Thursdays instead of just Wednesdays, because I often forget like what controls are what in between play sessions, unfortunately. So there's a couple different ways to do this, but see if I can do it. Ah. Shoot. I think I did that wrong. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys and we'll try it again. Forgot how good the music was. Camera's a little zoomed out. Oh well. Oops. It's facing the wrong way. There we go. Anyway. How is everybody? How's your week going? It's Wednesday. Week's half done. How is things going? Or over halfway done, depending on where you live, I suppose. But yeah, you can jump. Yeah, okay. Looks like. Yeah, okay. If you have the right upgrades, you can just jump up high enough that it despawns the enemies. But I don't have the jump upgrades for that. I'd have to switch classes. Oh, I should have done that at the beginning. Shoot, I had the chance to, but I forgot to at the start of the mission. Oh well. I'll just do it the, like, legit way. But yeah, it's kind of funny. You can jump high enough that it just despawns the enemies if you do it at the right time. But there's another way to do it, so we'll just do it the legit way. You're just supposed to knock them off, because you really don't have the damage output to kill all of them before they, like, way down the elevator, and you just fall back down to the bottom, so. My week has been pretty good. I started college this week, so getting used to all my classes and everything, right? Ah, shoot. Well, that was an utter failure. Yeah, come on. But yeah, it's been all right. My first class, this Monday, started like half an hour late because my professor had both of his cars break down. His wife had a doctor's appointment, and they told him the wrong, like, room. Like, they told him the completely wrong room. They swapped, like, his class and, like, some biology teacher's class, and then they never told them until, like, the day of the correct room. So everything was going wrong for him on that first day. Shoot. Oh my gosh. You know what? That's not worth it. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Where's the exit? Screw you guys. Oh no, I failed. Because I tried this mission for like 20-30 minutes at the end of last stream too. I'm just gonna deal with it. It's a secret mission. I don't have to do it, so I'm not going to. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life on that stupid one mission that I don't even need to do. Anyway. Yeah, but overall my classes have been fine. That first class that was late is the American Cinema class. So we've been watching the original Blade Runner in class, and then we have to like do a reflection on it this week. So nothing too hard. You gotta remember to do that though. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know, the original Blade Runner, I feel like made a bit more of a spectacle out of its practical effects, which for the time were really, really good. But now it's like, oh boy, you have a giant, you know, sci-fi city. Incredible, I can't believe it. It's like, I wish they would have spent a little bit more time, like they have all these like establishing shots and stuff of like the city, which is really cool, right? But like at the same time, it's like, I don't really care about this. And it kind of like, it's a very slow movie. There is action and like fight scenes, but overall it's a very slow moving movie. Oh, by the way, we're in the middle of like a giant demon's stomach or whatever, so that's why everything looks like this. Yeah, Leviathan's intestines. Oh, hello. I didn't know we were playing, what was that? What's that space game? Ah, shoot. Oh, that killed me. Okay. Shoot. Dead Space. Dead Space. That's what I was thinking of. I haven't played that game either. I gotta play it at some point. I don't know. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, so I don't usually play games like that, but, yeah. It's one of those games I think you just gotta kind of play. I wonder if you can kill that. Probably. Yeah, I think he got eaten. Like, he got swallowed by the Leviathan as he was jumping down from a, like, a crazy tall tower. After literally almost dying. to Virgil. Yeah, I think we're about halfway through the game, so play it today, and then next Wednesday we'll probably finish up, and then I think after next Wednesday we'll start the new schedule, and so we'll start playing like Devil May Cry 4 and 5 like on Tuesdays and Thursdays at like an earlier time than this, so should be good. And then this Wednesdays will become like more of a laid back kind of thing, like Minecraft and Terraria, or you know, whatever game I'm feeling that day. Just kind of a more laid back thing, because this is like after work, school and everything, so. Oh, I see. It's absorbing red orbs. Gotcha. Speaking of which, I've been really getting into HoloCure, which is like this HoloLive, you know, VTuber fan game, but it's really good. Like just on its own, it's a really good game. Because I don't watch like a lot of HoloLive or any VTubers really. I don't know. I think what it is they don't have edited content, right? Like they don't have their playthroughs edited down well, and I don't really watch. This might sound weird, but I don't watch streams, you know, a ton. Like, I don't know. I tried watching was it Gargura, like one of her streams after playing a good amount of HoloCure, because I was like, I should give these things a try. Like I should give VTuber streams another try, because you know, I don't really watch them too much. So I thought I'd give it another try, but in the end I was kind of like, eh. You know, it's a little eh. Again, I think it's just that if like they were edited down into like a more digestible form, like I would definitely watch through like their playthroughs of games and stuff, but just for me personally, it's hard to like make a okay, what do you want? AC cool to the core, huh? I don't think I have that weapon equipped. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I don't have that weapon equipped, so I can't do it. Unless there's like a statue up ahead where I can change my weapons. Oh gosh dang it, this thing again. There we go. Okay. Oh, is it still coming after me? Or okay. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I've been really getting into the game. I think I'm mostly done. Like, I'm just achievement hunting at this point with like the game until they put out new characters. Although I haven't played with all the characters. There's like 40 characters to play with, and I've played with about like a fourth of them maybe. So I should probably do some of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll 100% the game. It would take a while though, because you have to max out all the characters. Difference between anime and manga. For me, the difference is that the manga, I can read at my own pace. So I can read pretty fast, so I can get through things a lot more quickly that way. And also, I just prefer consuming the stories that way. I often find that anime, even if it's animated well, it might not be well paced, right? Like, just because something's animated doesn't mean it's well paced. Whereas with manga, I find that it's like it's in its original form, so it's as well paced as it's gonna be probably. Also, I find that like a lot of anime has filler and stuff, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Is this where I was? I can't tell. Getting all turned around here. Everything looks like the inside of a monster's asshole, so. Which is accurate. That's actually what it is, so. But yeah. I don't know, like the last thing I remember watching a ton of was, oh shoot, I am back where I was. Okay. The last thing I remember, watching a lot of was Assassination Classroom. And like the pacing there was really weird and off. I don't know, it just kind of eh. Oh, hello. Let me just double check something. Yeah, okay. If I see that, can I go back to that secret mission actually a minute? Now that I have that. Because if so, I think I can do that trick to complete the secret mission. Oh, I have to go back around. Shoot. Ah, there it is. Oh, boss time. Okay, can't hurt that. That I can hurt. I also feel like, although there are like mangas and stuff that work better as like an anime, just because, like especially for like things like cutscenes, action scenes and stuff, like seeing them animated well is really good. Like the, One Punch Man, like first season of anime was really good, obviously, right? Now the rest of the future seasons haven't been as good because they got a different studio to animate it, which obviously like changes the quality. Ah, shoot. No, I don't think I will. I don't know. I guess if they paid me money, I would. But personally, I have, ethical concerns with Kick. The whole gambling thing. The fact that subsidized by gambling and everything, is a very worrisome to me. Maybe the platform itself is fine, but, like, what it's based on is not something I want to participate in, so I wouldn't stream over there unless I felt like those concerns were addressed or I had no other options. I don't know. It's also very different culturally, right? Like you can get away with a lot more over there, and some of the things you can get away with are not good things to be able to get away with. I don't know. not gonna say never, but certainly not anytime soon. If I had my way, never. At least in its current form. Very wary of the site just partially because of where it's funded by and everything. Not saying the people who stream on there are bad people or anything, just I would say that the people who are running the site probably don't have their users' best interests in mind. Or even, like, I don't know. I guess that's true of some other platforms too. It's just, again, I just have moral objections to the way it's funded, so if I had my way, I obviously would choose to follow my morals and not stream there. I hope that adequately answers your question. Shoot. I have thought about streaming on Twitter, just because they have that new feature. They're going to be investing in it, right? Shoot. But definitely not Kick. But yeah. I don't know. What do you think of Kick? I mean, I've said all I have to say on it, but what do you think about Kick? Think it's not a good thing to stream there? Do you not really care? As long as it's good content, like, what do you think? Okay. I wonder if I killed both of them at the same time. Okay, that's one down. That's both down. Nowadays the only one, well, among the only ones XQC is the Gambler. Hey Union, how's it going? How's your week going? Oh, how'd the festival go? Are you still doing that? Or was last weekend the last week for that? Yeah, how's it going? I just started a little bit ago, like half an hour ago. How's it going? Thanks. Ah, shoot. I'm not sure what you mean, by what you said, Rakira. Now that I'm looking at these other streamers, they can be have said to taken over, etc. Except for XQC. I guess which other streamers are you talking about, I guess, would be my question. I haven't watched too much Kick stuff, so. Oh, gotcha. Okay. How long does that last, then? Another couple of weeks, or? Ah, shoot. Come on. There we go. Ah, shoot. Come on. Gotcha. So yeah, you still got a ways to go, huh? Ah, shoot. Getting low on health. This stupid thing prevents me from healing at all, so. There we go. There we go. All right. Do some damage to it before this thing retracts back into itself. Come on. There we go. That's right. I love the total brutalness of the intestines or whatever these things are, they absolutely do not care and will actually kill off like the random enemies coming in to get you. I guess those things are more like parasites than anything else. Yeah. It's been pretty good weather overall. Yesterday was a little bad, but unfortunately, because I wanted to do an outdoor stream then, but yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Last couple days have been pretty nice. Yesterday was a little gloomy over by me, but overall it's been really, really nice. Just really nice weather. Hopefully it'll be nice tomorrow, because I kind of want to do an outdoor stream, like I said. So hopefully it'll be nice tomorrow. That way we can do that. But yeah, all done with, well, I gotta do homework, but all done with my first week of college, so that's good. Classes seem like they'll be good. I did have to drop one class and pick up another, but it was only an online class. It was for like Adobe like Illustrator or whatever, which had more to do with drawing than like Photoshop or something. So I switched over to the Photoshop class. Actually, I don't have to buy any textbooks this school year, but I will have to buy Adobe Photoshop, so it'll probably be just about as expensive, unfortunately, but yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. That's fun. There we go.
Fear of this tower. Timony grew. A foundation that brought out fear.
It's a very hard cut from just fighting in the intestines of a giant demon to this.
Yes. Fear. Can't you feel it? The rage and agonies of the people. Those who were confined here, with their desires for evil being unfulfilled. It was all because Sparta slammed the door to the demon world in their faces.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
I just noticed that that guy's like burn mark is like something else because it keeps moving all over his face. It'd be cool to see that in like HD or like in a modern HD texture, I guess. Yeah. How'd I do, game? Probably like a B or something, right? Yeah, B. Right on the money. All right, let me save before we move on to the next mission. All right. What song did he request by the way? What's wrong? Stomach ache? I don't know. He seems like he's kind of like going against his father's legacy. Like he wants to prove that he's more than just his father's son, if that makes sense. If by the end of this Dante has become like the inheritor of his father's legacy, I feel like Virgil is the opposite, especially considering how he shows up in the first one. Sweet honey bee. And that's never gonna come out. Oh well, the jacket was red anyway.
So this is the next stage.
Wait!
If you're asking for a date, forget it. Because I make it a point not to go out with women who shoot me in the head.
Date a demon? I'm not that desperate. Besides, I really don't care for guys who stink like blood.
You're right.
Who counted on you anyway?
All right. Let's keep going with Cerberus for a bit. I've got a good amount of points from like the last couple of missions. Oh, I can buy purple orbs now. I should invest some into those. Yes. Cool. We'll buy 2 purple orbs, and that'll be enough for me to buy another blue orb. And that'll probably be the last health upgrade we get for the rest of the game. Probably. I'll just probably keep putting more points into purple orbs. Maybe we'll get some more if we can get another few fragments or whatever, but anyway. That'll probably be more than enough health anyway. Yeah. What I want to know is how they like are gonna work in how Dante ends up in the first game, since this is a prequel, right? So okay, need a special power to move this bridge. Hey, that Foley of running across metal is so nostalgic. So many like games I feel like use this same like sound effect for running on metal, like back in the day. I don't know. You just hear stuff like that. It's like, oh, I remember that from like so many games back in the day. So provision storeroom. Okay. No. Giant spiders? Hey, giant spiders. Oh, nobody's got arachnophobia. Personally, I like spiders. But usually they're not this big. Oh, I think they're actually arachni. I think they're supposed to be like arachni. You know, like the half human, half woman, half spider things. Oh, okay, they can do that. Oh gosh. Let me guess, those things slow me down. The little spider things. Oh, the door damaged me. Yeah. It is a little weird. Like, I remember the Yellow Pages. If you tell somebody now, though, about the Yellow Pages, it sounds crazy. Like, the fact that, like, everybody's phone number within a certain area was just public knowledge that anybody could look up. I mean, now you can do still kind of the same thing, right? But just the idea that you have everybody's addresses and phone numbers in, like, a book for everybody who lives around you would be, like, considered probably an invasion of privacy. At least nowadays. But it's just kind of something, I don't know. You didn't really think about it, right? I guess some people did stalk other people through like the Yellow Pages and stuff, but it wasn't really a consideration most of the time. It's just kind of something you had to have in your house in case you needed it, or in case you needed to look up like, oh, puzzle. The like, the number of like a business or something. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello. What are you? Oh, you're those sniper things, right? Good thing I'm running Trickster right now. That'll be helpful. Yeah. Well, I gotta, what do I gotta do? I don't know. I think I told you this, but when I worked, we had a binder that lists phone numbers for all locations. Yeah, I think you mentioned that one time. Like something out of Polar Express or something. I feel like that's gonna be a teleporter later, but... I get the feeling if I touch any of those moving blades, I'm gonna take damage. Oh, shoot. Okay. More than a feeling. Oh shoot, what is that song? More than a feeling. Never been bum 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 bum. How's it going? Wasn't that a Jimi Hendrix song? Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. I'm bad at names, but I feel like that was the name in my head that's attached to that song is Jimi Hendrix. Am I wrong in that? That's good. I don't even know who Jimi Hendrix is. I just, when that song pops into my head, I think of Jimi Hendrix. I don't know who it is, or I'm pretty sure it would be the artist. More than a feeling. Oh, great. These things again. All right. Okay, one down. They're gonna... Yeah, the little babies again. I don't know what the best way to get rid of these things are. Yeah, this is my first time playing through DMC3. I've been playing through the whole series on Wednesdays. So I've played through DMC1, and then I played through Dante's story of DMC2. And this is my first time playing through DMC3. So, and then obviously I'm going to move on to 4 and 5 once I'm done with this game. It's been pretty fun. 2 was a little lackluster just in terms of gameplay. And also like also like Dante's attitude was kind of disappointing. But I played through the story of Dante's story, you know, and it was all right. And I got through it. Wasn't terrible. I think it was just kind of mid. But the first game was pretty good. If it did feel a little... Yeah, it felt... so DMC1 felt a little bit dated, but I was really excited to see how it got expanded on in future games and stuff. DMC2 felt like it did take some steps in the right direction gameplay-wise, but overall it was pretty mid. I think they over-tuned the guns in that game. I do feel like DMC1's guns didn't really fit well into the combat. Like, it wasn't as fluid. Now that we're into DMC3, switching between guns and melee is pretty fluid. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the DMC1 was a really good basis to build on, though. I was really excited to only for torture, and usually I tune lately when playing songs by Bieber. Yeah. I seem to remember seeing that scene or hearing that scene, that joke before. Although I suppose, all right, charge from the heavens. Charged from the heavens. Oh, I think I know what he wants. Okay, hold up. Is this what you want? I'm not sure what this guy wants. I mean, it's not like... Charge from the heavens makes me think of it like a downward attack. But I mean, like, it is doing damage. Oh, but like guns also, like... Okay. So maybe it's not that. Charge from the heavens. I don't know, honestly. Can't break it now? Okay, whatever. I've been trying to do them when I see them, but yeah. If I can't do it now, I can't do it now. That's fine. But yeah, DMC2, well, I think it's not a terrible game. I just think it's a mid game, and it's a disappointing step. Like, it's definitely a misstep in the series overall, right? Like, in terms of like gameplay and story and everything. I was gonna say though, if it's playing Justin Bieber songs, then some of the screaming might be from fangirls. Gotcha. Okay. Nope. Oh, I almost got it. Okay, hold up. Oh, by the way, Lion, you know how I spent like half an hour trying to get that secret mission done? Turns out a really easy way to do it is if you have the Trickster style equipped, you can jump high enough that it despawns the enemies, and you can just do that and then just win. Unfortunately, I didn't have the Trickster equipped, so. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Yeah, most of the time I do, RPG stuff. So, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of the SMT games or, like, Persona or anything. That's mostly the stuff I play on the weekends, but I've been trying to, like, work in some more action games and stuff. Can I get up here? Am I supposed to not be able to get up here? I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to get up there. Hard to tell sometimes. That doesn't mean you can't get up there. I'm just not supposed to, I think. Anyway, unless I go up here. No, I think there's an invisible wall. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, the DMC games have been pretty fun. They've always been on my periphery. So I'm glad to finally get to play them. What action game will you play after you finish the first 5 DMC games? There's a couple games by, you know, the people who made Hades. I have yet to play through Bastion and Transistor, which are 2 similar games that they made before Hades, which I own that I want to play through, especially Bastion, because I've picked up that game a few times, but I've never finished it. So I'd love to actually go and finish it for once, you know. It's a pretty cool game. Other than that, there's technically, I guess, the Kingdom Hearts series, like I've mentioned before. I don't know for sure if I'd play those games, but they're not a bad option. Mostly because I've already played most of the Kingdom Hearts games. I guess maybe I'd play like 3 in preparation for 4 coming out, if 4 got announced to be coming out relatively soon. Trying to think, what else is there? I know I have some other stuff. There's definitely some other stuff. I've never played Hollow Knight. I feel like that would also be a good one to play on stream. Is the first Hollow Knight game. Because I think there's like DLC stuff, right, for that game by now. Yeah. They're fun. They're very nostalgic. Like, the Disney nostalgia is strong with those games, in a lot of aspects. Nice. But also, like, it can be fun to, like, laugh at the hilarity of Goofy dying and, like, Mickey Mouse saying that he'll make them pay for it or whatever. And, like, mechanically, Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3 are very solid. No, I can't jump over there. Oh, come on, game. All right, I'll go around. Fine. I'll go through what's probably another in combat encounter or two. What's this over here? A relief of a nude female is carved on the door. Ooh. Looks like something can be placed in the woman's hand. Ah, ambrosia. Okay. Cool. Yeah. And some of the challenges for, like, if you want to do, like, the extremely hard challenges on, like, the hardest difficulty, Kingdom Hearts 2 can be very difficult, and so can Kingdom Hearts 3. Although the only Kingdom Hearts games that I haven't actually played by myself before is the Dream Drop, no, not Dream Drop Distance, but
Yeah, it is.
Birth by Sleep,
You'll be nice to me, won't you?
which is fairly interesting, and I've actually played through about half of it. It's just a long game because you have like 3 20-hour campaigns to go through with 3 different characters,
Talking about.
so it's pretty good. So it's kind of long. Yeah, well, even just like critical mode in general can be pretty hard even without doing level 1. But yeah, level 1 critical mode with especially with the extra bosses is probably just about as challenging as most of the Devil May Cry games, I would say, on their harder difficulties as well. Like, the amount of, like, technical knowledge and, like, just skill that is required from the player with that difficulty and those challenges is, like, very high. Like, to this day, even without level 1, I haven't beaten, like, all of the extra bosses on critical mode, like I've talked about. I just could not do that one extra one, the Lingering Will. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I think that was partially my own fault, though. I spent too much time trying to raise my stats and not enough time actually practicing the bosses for stream. But yeah. I think if I was going to do it again, I would have to dedicate like a good month to getting through it all. So, which isn't too long in terms of JRPG, I guess, considering how long those games usually take me, but it's still quite a while. Lingering Will was hard on normal mode, yeah. Lingering Will is just hard in general. It's a very challenging boss fight. You really have to memorize the patterns and be very precise on your timings. And like critical and critical level 1 just give you less room for error. I think the hardest part about critical level 1 is not the fact that you have no health, because you die pretty quickly on critical whether you're level 1 or not. The problem with critical level 1 is that you have no attack power, so you have to like spend a lot longer on boss fights. You know, you have a lot more room to make errors, or you have a lot more time that in a fight where you can make an error, if that makes sense. Yeah. Honestly, Sephiroth is not too challenging in Kingdom Hearts 2. I beat him on Kingdom Hearts 1, where he's a bit more challenging, but that was only on normal. So I actually lost my Kingdom Hearts 1 save file, which is a little disappointing, because while it was on normal, I still had done everything in the game, like gotten like the Ultima weapon and gotten to max level and killed Sephiroth and everything. So it's a little disappointing that that's gone. My first PS3 that I bought with one of my first paychecks, when I started working my first job in high school, it eventually, like, the memory bricked on it, which honestly I wasn't that mad or sad about, honestly, because the only games I had played on there were Kingdom Hearts 1 at the time, and then like what was it? It's not Dishonored, it's Infamous. Yeah, Infamous 1 and 2, which honestly I'd be down to replay both those games. Infamous might be a good game to replay or like play on stream. If you've never seen Infamous, it was a early 2000s game that came out for the PS3, where you basically due to a terrorism attack, the protagonist absorbs all of the life force of everybody within like an entire block of like what is basically New York City, and gains lightning powers, and then you like have a whole plot to go through. It's pretty good. The first game is pretty good. The second game is even better. So maybe those would be good options too, because those are also action RPGs in a very good sense, and they're a lot of fun to play through. I don't see too much about them either. I think there was like one more sequel on like PS4 called Infamous Second Son, which gameplay wise was pretty good, but story wise went like a really weird route. Well, not weird, just like it went very millennial route, where the protagonist was replaced with like this young guy who like wore a beanie and like spray painted things and everything. Like gameplay wise it was better, but like story wise it was kind of It was a little bit paint by the numbers, and it felt a little weird compared to like the tone and like main protagonist of the first couple of games. Anyway, so maybe there's a good game to play. There's tons of good action RPGs, and in fact, if you wanted to include something like the Tales of series as well, although those are a bit different because they're not action RPGs in the traditional sense, I would say, because they're like RPGs where all the combat is like action, because they are an RPG and like there is action elements to it, but like, yeah. Oh, there's also like an early like PS2 action RPG that's on my list of games to play. I can't remember the name off my head, but I think it's got like robots and mechs in it. That would be good. Or there's Mech Warrior. Ooh, I haven't played Mech Warrior in a while. Now you got me going. Mech Warrior specifically for the original Xbox. Oh shoot. She's stuck on the stairs. I played Vesperia. I started it on 360 back in the day. I borrowed it from like the library or whatever, and then I bought it the definitive edition on Switch, and I played through it on stream like years ago now. But I kind of like soured on it over my playthrough just because I think I was trying to do too much in like one go. Like the last few streams of it were 8 hours plus. And I never got like super good at the combat, so I was just kind of brute forcing my way through. Especially since the definitive edition includes all the extra DLC that gives you like a bunch of crafting items and everything, which makes the game super easy. So I didn't actually have to learn any of the combat, but that ended up kind of not kind of hindering my enjoyment of it because I never had to get good at the combat or like really understand it. Although I will say that making all the combat action oriented, oh shoot, meant that I kind of got tired more quickly of the game, just because like you have so many combat encounters in those games. But like the story and like the way it's presented in those games is really good. I still want to go back and play Tales of Symphonia. So, oh, I did play Tales of like, what was it? Tales of Symphonia 2 or whatever, like the sequel on the Wii. You have a good voice for content creation? Thanks. If only I had a good face for it. How's it going? I try to speak very clearly, so I've gotten a little bit better at it as time has gone on. And I've noticed I took some speaking classes, like speaking to an audience in like college, and I think I've noticed that as I gotten older that I'm relatively good at speaking to crowds and stuff, like in class and stuff. Like I have no problem doing my self introduction to class or whatever, right? Which is something I noticed like the other day when we were doing like all the self introduction stuff for like the first week of college classes. I was like, oh, it's really easy for me just to do self introductions now. I don't know if that's because I've just gotten used to it over the years or whatever, but yeah. I also worked honestly, I attribute like, so I'm mostly a quiet person in real life. Like I mostly listen when in like a public setting. Very rarely do I speak up when I have something to say, but I'm not too much of a chatterbox. But my first job was working at a fast food place and taking orders there, so I had to get better at talking to people. And that was around the time that I started streaming, so. Ah, shoot. I also have a very neutral accent for English. For American English, anyway. Like, people in my country will try to learn, well, people in America will try and learn my accent for, like, news broadcasters and stuff. Like, news broadcasters and stuff will attempt to learn basically my accent, or, like, the accent that I was born with, just because, or I guess learned, right? Not born with. But the accent that I have, just because it's like the most neutral. Like it's not a southern accent, it's not a northern accent, well, per se. It's like a Midwest accent. It's like the most neutral. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, I suppose. It seems to work out pretty well. Like, one of my more popular videos, that Best Personas video, it has like a bunch of like a whole string of comments of just people being like, hey, I'm from like this like country or whatever, that country. And so it's really cool that my speaking voice is clear enough that even non-native speakers can understand it, so that's good. Yeah, well, it's a good thing you don't work in food prep then. Personally, I never wanted to go into the kitchen. I don't know. I always saw like the guys who worked back in the kitchen, and I was like, man, I really don't want to do that. I just could not keep up with the like speed of the kitchen in some place like a Culver's or any sort of like fast food place, you know. I just couldn't keep up with their speed back there. Like, no way. I could barely crack an egg properly. Well, I guess burgers are fairly easy to do. I don't know, just the speed that they have to... Oh, shoot. That's how I died the last time, too. Just the speed you have to keep up with for fast food and stuff. I will? I don't tire very easily. That's true. Yeah. Although I know some guys who would like no life that job, and I couldn't understand why. Like, of all the jobs to no life, that was the one you were gonna no life, is like food making at like a fast food place. I don't know. I guess it's just a different way of living than me, because for me they would like, it was sounded so weird. Like they would just go home, play like an hour of like a sports video game or hang out with people, and then like come back to work like the next day, and that was pretty much their entire life. I couldn't imagine it. Like, even for me, even though I just go basically from home to work or whatever, and then back and forth that way, I just couldn't imagine it. Yeah, that's true. I just couldn't imagine spending all of my life working at a place like that, you know? Oh, shoot. Well, is that me dead? I think that's dead. Yep. I knew. Shoot. I got pretty close there. So hopefully this time. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I couldn't understand why you would like spend 10 plus hours there. Although I do remember that guy and his friend who, like, you know, no lifed working there. I do remember the one time they went down to Illinois because certain activities are not quite as easy to come by in the state that I live in, specifically female activities that you can pay money for. So while they were down there engaging in that, one of their cars broke down. Like, the car that they were going in broke down in like another state. And so to get back home in time for work and everything, they ended up buying like a junker car where like the hood, the back like trunk was kept like closed with a bungee strap. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of funny. 'Cause I remember walking it, like seeing that car and being like in the parking lot and being like, whose car is that? Who's keeping their like trunk locked with a bungee cord? Yeah, but yeah, it's just different priorities. For one thing, I couldn't imagine unironically playing a modern sports game. I've actually enjoyed some older sports games when I was a kid, but I couldn't imagine playing a modern one these days. You know, NBA, what is it, 23 or whatever? The latest NBA game, they unleashed a battle pass for that game. Yeah, basketball with a battle pass. Oh, by the way, that game is not free. You spend $70 for that game, and then like they have a battle pass and gacha elements on top of that. Can you? It's just so scummy. You know, that's where loot boxes first started. Not that, but soccer or football. Yeah. Soccer or football, depending on where you live in the world, is the original spot where like loot boxes started to become popular. I know, right? I just can't imagine. You would have to skip a year or something, right? I guess if that's like your one game you play. But like, I don't know. You're just paying for an updated roster and slightly updated graphics. Like, if you look at something 10 years apart, yeah, they're gonna be a lot different, but like, I can't imagine like year on year it's much different. Especially since graphical enhancements have been getting like less and less, like, I don't know, like the visual enhancements from like 2007 to 2010 were so much more than 2020 to 2023. Shoot. You know? I don't know. Like I said, I've enjoyed older sports games before. I just couldn't imagine keeping up with the current release schedule of sports games. I need like a macro. My poor X button. I need a macro to just constantly spam the attack button for guns. Shoot. Are you talking about Sonic? What was it? They came out with a new Sonic game. Sonic, shoot. What was it? It was like Sonic Mania? Yeah, Sonic Mania. I know a Sonic Mania came out, if that's what you're talking about. Personally, I enjoy the Sonic games as a vibe, but most of the Sonic, like 2D Sonic games, I'm not good enough at 2D platformers to play. I've tried them before. Like, I played a good amount of Sonic 1 and 2 as a kid, but I just could not get too far into them. And I made a good attempt. I think I beat Sonic 1 when I was in, like, high school, I think. I went back and tried to beat it, and I got through Sonic 1, but that's about it. But the music is always really good. And I enjoy them, like, just playing through, like, those first couple of levels always. Although speaking of Sonic fan projects, oh really? Cool. Yeah. Speaking of Sonic fan projects, though, have you heard about that one person's attempt to remake Sonic 06, pretty much, and make it playable and like not terrible, and like a PC version? It's actually doing pretty well. And the funny thing is, they haven't even played Sonic 06. Like, they watched playthroughs of it, but they never like played it for themselves. Which, honestly, good on them. I own Sonic 06. I've played it. It is not great. It's kind of funny to look at nowadays, but it's not a very good game. But yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah, back in the well, I still do. When I was young, I had this thing called the Sega collection thing for the original Xbox, which had a bunch of Sonic games, and also it was like the Sonic Mega collection or something, I think. But it had like a bunch of like Sega and Sonic games on it. So not only was there like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 on there, but there was also stuff like Comic Zone and the Ooze. Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't expect them to approve of it. In fact, I expect them to not acknowledge the existence of Sonic 06 ever again. I don't think Sega wants to acknowledge Sonic 06 as a thing. Yeah. The Xbox version had a few more things added to it, but yeah, it was basically the same thing. It was a really cool collection. The menu music is like really nostalgic and really good. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. You know what? One remake that was being made by fans that I wish had been able to go to completion, but was canceled by the company, was the remake some people were doing of Star Wars Commando. Star Wars Republic Commando. That was a really good first-person shooter. That really could use that would really benefit from a remake, I think. And it's a shame never got a sequel. It was basically what you would think it is. It was a Star Wars first-person shooter where you're set as Republic clone commandos. And it was really good. I have a lot of fun with it. I've played it through a couple times now. But yeah, some people. Oh shoot! Get out of there, Dante! You idiot! Get out of there! Oh my gosh! Oh, not only did it hurt Dante, it healed her. Great. Anyway, what was I thinking? Right. Yeah, I got. Of course, because now that's a. Oh shoot! No! No! Wait. No! Oh, I was gonna try and use a healing item. Ah, well. Shoot, that was really close. Okay. Anyway. Maybe I need to talk about less about Star Wars and more focus on Devil May Cry here a minute. Alright, let's focus up a minute so I can get through this boss. I've been at this for like a few minutes now. This is like, what, attempt number 6 or 7? Yeah. Oh, Union, you'll probably appreciate this. So for one of my classes, it's American cinema, right? Currently, we're watching the original Blade Runner in class. We just finished it up today. It's pretty good. I wish it would focus less on establishing shots. I understand why, because the visuals for the time were amazing and still honestly are pretty good. But I just wish they would focus less on establishing shots. It's a very slow movie. Even with all the action in it, it just feels like a very slow movie. And I also feel like it's kind of missing a lot. Like, I feel like, yeah. I feel like it's missing a lot compared to like whatever the book's like original novelization was like. It just feels like there's a lot of gaps or whatever in like the plot, or like we should know more about these characters than we do or something. Like there's a lot you have to read between the lines for, or read the book for, I feel like. Like, for example, there's one scene where the main character, who's played by let me think, Han Solo, Indiana Jones guy. Shoot. Not. Why was I about to say Mark Cuban? It's not Mark Cuban. Han Solo, Indiana Jones. Anyway, same guy. But there's a scene where he has a dream of a unicorn or whatever, and only later it's like implied that the unicorn is like this girl, like at the very end or whatever. Harrison Ford, yes, yep, exactly, yep. Anyway, I don't know. It's just a lot of like a lot of stuff that I feel like was left out just due to time constraints with the movie versus a book, you know. Not the end of the world, it's just a little bit, shoot, disappointing. I want to win. I want to win. Oh. I don't even know where to use items. Also, it'll hurt my score if I do. Can she get up the stairs? Okay, so she can. I think I have to approach her from behind on that one. She's only really vulnerable now when she tries to go in for the kiss. Or if I can get rid of enough bats, I think. Boy, that attack would have been devastating if he was anywhere close. Oh, shoot. No. No. Come on. Oh, my gosh. That is frustrating. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's annoying. Very crazy. But at least I'm starting to get her attack patterns down now. Most of them are actually pretty easy to dodge. It's just that one, it's just that one, where she jumps in and like kisses you and like does a bunch of damage and heals herself. That's really the only issue. Oh, shoot. Yeah, pretty much. I'm enjoying myself moderately. It's still funny to me that that attack can't go up and down the stairs. So like half the time she uses it, it's completely useless. It's kind of funny that even though this week was the first week of school for me and a lot of other people, next week we literally don't have school Monday because of Labor Day. So literally like the second week of school, and we don't even have like Monday or whatever, right? Oh, shoot. I'm almost dead again. Oh, this attack again. Oh, shoot. Ah. Yes, I'm gonna continue. Yeah, it's a pretty challenging boss overall. Although partially is I'm just being dumb, honestly. I fully admit that I am not playing the smartest. I fully admit I'm not the best at this game. But you know what? I don't know. One thing that I do think about, like when I'm trying to make content and stuff, content, quote unquote, is I'm always tired of people who are streaming a game or are playing a game like as a let's play thing, and they just completely like will ignore tutorials and mechanics or whatever, and then like they'll be like doing something completely wrong because they refuse to read like 2 sentences or whatever. And then they're like, why can't I do the thing? And it's like, well, gee, I wonder why. Like, sometimes games are just stupid. At least I'm not playing on Hell or Hell mode. Yeah, true. I don't know. Maybe I'd go back to like 1 and some of the other games to do that, but yeah, probably not 3. What was I saying? Oh, right. It always annoys me, like, it personally bothers me when, like, people can, like, play suboptimally. Like, that's whatever. But, like, when people are just playing so stupidly bad, it's just, like, aggravating to me. Because it's just, like, it gets to a point where it's like, are you even paying attention? And I feel like they're doing the game a disservice, especially when they start complaining about the game. And they're like, man, why is this game so terrible? Like, well, maybe you didn't read the instructions on how to play. I wouldn't, like, not read the instructions for, like, Monopoly and then be like, man, why am I losing all my money? It's like, well, gee, maybe you should have figured out how to play the game before you started complaining about it. I don't know. I know it's, like, also kind of elitist and, like, nitpicky of me. And, like, that's not what some people go to, like, Let's Plays for and stuff, but it just bothers me sometimes. Like, most of the time, I just watch content because I find the person who's playing to be entertaining. But sometimes, like, even with that, if they're playing terribly on a game that I know personally pretty well, or, like, just, like, it's very obvious that they're playing very poorly, it can really aggravate me to the point where I don't even want to watch the rest of it, you know? I don't know. That's just a me thing, though. I'm sure there are other people who feel the same way about some stuff, but yeah. And I'm sure there's some people who would watch me play this game and be like, oh my gosh, he's playing so badly. He's like, why would I watch this? But yeah, anyway. I don't know. Although, when it comes to, like, 4 and 5, I definitely want to stream this, like, 2 days, stream 2 days a week. Because I feel like I keep forgetting, like, a bunch of the button, like, what a bunch of the buttons do. When I'm not, playing for, like, a whole week. There is a little bit of a window between when she runs after you and her being vulnerable. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, if you were going between games, that would be something to do. I don't know about you, but when I go back and play, like, Halo 3 has a very different control scheme to the rest of the Halo games, right? Or, like, Halo Reach has abilities, which the other games don't have, you know, the armor abilities. So that can be kind of annoying switching between games. Like, at this point, I've built up enough muscle memory between the two games, between all the games, that I don't need to worry about it too much. But yeah, it can be kind of annoying when swapping between games to be like, oh wait, that's right, the bumper in this game is not the reload button, or like the melee button gets swapped around a lot to different places. Or I guess if you're playing you know, Halo 4 and you go back to an earlier Halo game and you're like, why can't I sprint? Why is that the flashlight button? Or whatever, right? So Oh, finally. Took forever.
My, you're sweet.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
All right. I'll help you. Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
Oh, nice. Is that what I think it is? It's an axe. Yep. Amazing. That's great. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I was like wondering what weapon she would turn into, and then I just saw it, and I was like, oh yes. Oh, it's a scythe. Oh, wow. That is just the coolest thing. Devil's Scythe rock guitar. That is amazing. That is awesome. Naban. Dante can control bats by jamming on this curious guitar. Its sickle attack is deadly. Nice. Nice. And we can't mess around with it right now. We have to get to another one of those, spots. Okay. Oh, hello. She's still out here, huh? And she's gonna reload in midair. That's fun. Yep. And that's how guns work. Totally. You don't have to rack the new, okay, she did rack the pistol there. I'll give her that. Okay. That's very cool, though.
Welcome back.
Yeah. I figured. Cool. How'd I do? I'm 50 minutes. Oh, that's most of today's stream. What mission are we on? Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment. Temmin Negru will finally regain its full function and lead us into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you, his own son. It must be fate.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you kill her? Perhaps because she's your daughter? Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Both demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
I'll be honest. I thought that guy was using Virgil. Turns out Virgil was using him. I don't think that's the last we'll see of that guy, but yeah. Anyway. Let me equip. Instead of, Cerberus, let's equip Navan. Try that out. Yep, okay. Actions. What can we get for Navan? Reverb shock. Charge at the enemy and hit them with a powerful electric attack. Okay. Bat Rift. Okay. Air Raid, yep. After transforming into Demon Form, you can spread out your ultra powerful demon wings to float in the air for a limited time. Cool. Volume up. Increase the speed at which you summon bats with this sweet, sweet melody. This is a passive ability that's always on. That's pretty good. But it's like 20,000. None of this is inexpensive. I think we just invest in more Devil Trigger gauge for now. Yeah. Get that up and going. Or I don't know. I find all the weapons to be pretty good without extra upgrades. I don't see how upgrading them would help them too much. Oh, I gotta plug my phone and it's like at 15%. 1 sec. 14%. I don't remember how many missions are in the game. I think it's like 16 or so. Is that right? 2016? Something like that. Anyway, I think we get this mission. Well, we'll see. Because I can go for a bit longer now. I'm just used to only being able to go for like an hour and a half. But, I guess we can go for 2 hours now. Okay. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. That's got to be one of the best weapons ever. You know what it reminds me of? It's around 18 to 20 missions. Okay. So yeah, we definitely want to get through a couple more if we can today. Just so we keep up with stuff. Because I'd like to finish it out next week, if possible. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Probably gonna finish around, 6 o'clock or so. Like a little bit after 6. I want to get through at least this mission. We'll see how long that takes. Some missions are like 10 minutes long. Some are much longer. Also kind of depends on the boss. It kind of reminds me of, what was that, Legends of Rock game? That's another game I want to play at some point. The only problem is that, obviously, it uses a bunch of copyrighted music, so I can't play it on stream or anything, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, Legends of Rock would be good. Would be fun to play. But yeah, there's no way I can upload that to YouTube or anywhere, really. Just can't touch it with a 10-foot pole with how much licensed music is in there. But it'd be fun. I gotta play it at some point. Yeah, I'm looking forward to DMC4, for sure. I think DMC4 and 5 are going to be pretty good. Especially, I'm interested in DMC5 since that came out relatively recently. And, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, everything I've seen of, DMC4 looks pretty interesting as well. I know we play as, like, multiple people, including some new characters, as well as Dante and everything, so. It's a very odd weapon to use, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. I hope the girl with the dual pistols is a playable character. I feel like she would be an interesting character to play as. Especially since she seems to have more of a focus on like guns and everything. So it'd be interesting to see a character who is in like maybe have Virgil be like a character focused entirely on melee and have her be like a character completely focused on guns, and then like have Dante be somewhere in the middle, you know? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, lady. That is what Dante called her. Lady. Although, who knows? Maybe she'll die by the end of this game so she doesn't conflict with the plot of DMC1, since this is a prequel. It'd be a shame, though. I enjoy her character. It'd be cool to see her in, like, future games. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. What is that? Spiral? A rifle, a large rifle that fires high penetration type bullets. What is that magazine? Why is it top fed? What? Why is that they're a top fed magazine? I guess there are top fed magazine. What is this thing? What is this thing? It's obviously some sort of like 50 cal like BMG type rifle, but like what is that? Like some sort of anti-tank rifle. But what is that thing? What? It's just sitting there. That's totally missable too. You know that's totally missable. Like, well, I guess I missed the shotgun in the first game, so I don't have any room to talk. But like, I'm sure there's plenty of people who like missed that entirely. Anyway. Ooh. Spiral. Holy cow. The shockwave from firing. Holy cow. Yeah, I guess it's like a rework of the DMC2 rocket launcher, which was also pretty cool, but... okay, so we have to use the stone mask on something. Is it here? Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I missed the shotgun completely. Gosh, that guitar thing looks pretty cool. All right. Now we can get the bridge going again. We can get back over to it. Yeah, there it is. What do we got? Oh, hello. What are you? Anky. That's what you are. And very spiky. Camera, are you gonna adjust? Oh my gosh. I can't even, like, dodge. I guess the only saving grace is that they're not actively going after me. They're going on like a fixed route. Oh, oh my gosh. There we go. One left. Oh, you know what's another action RPG I haven't played? I haven't played any of the Souls games or Elden Ring. I haven't played any of those games. Those would be good ones to play on stream. So yeah, there's a lot to look. There's a lot of good action RPGs out there. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be more stuff like Hollow Knight or Celeste as well. Some like 2D platformer kind of stuff. Some Metroidvanias or something maybe. But just more stuff that's like more action based. Or like maybe something like Fallout 4 with mods or whatever, or like Fallout New Vegas. You know, something that's like a bit more action based, but like is still an RPG or something. Yeah, I still want to play like Dark Souls 1 and stuff, and Elden Ring seems like fun. I acknowledge that I'll probably get my butt kicked for like the first 20-30 minutes, but it'll be a learning. It'll be fun later. It should be fun at least for you guys to see me do that, so. Hey Nash, how's it going? How's your week been? Yep. Okay, where are we? Should I buy anything? Playing Fallout? I was just talking about that. I was saying that another good candidate for games to play on Tuesdays and Thursdays might be like Fallout 4 with mods or Fallout New Vegas or something. Although Fallout New Vegas does have mods, it's just, unless they're stabilization mods, it can detrimentally affect the performance. This is where we just came from. I have to go back the other way. Which Fallout are you playing? Oh, I haven't played Fallout 3 either. That's a good point. I haven't played Fallout 3. I've played a good chunk of New Vegas and seen a lot of gameplay for New Vegas, and I've played through Fallout 4. But yeah, if I play Fallout 4, it'll be with mods, because I've played through the vanilla game once before, and I've seen a good amount of content for the game. So, like, I've seen the endings and stuff. I have a whole mod list for Fallout 4 right now, which basically turns it into a roguelike Metro style game, nuclear winter kind of game, where you have to wear a gas mask outdoors whenever it starts snowing or raining or anything. And just like some other stuff to make it harder. So definitely want to mess around with that, I think, on stream. Oh, I have, I do have those games. I tried the first one, and I got a decent chunk into it. One second. I need to turn down the game on my end. I feel like I'm yelling a lot because I can barely hear myself over the game. But I played through the first one up to a point where the game kind of borked itself and I couldn't complete the quest. So I kind of stopped around there, which I feel is like the experience of most people playing that game for the first time. I do want to go back and finish those games at some point though, especially since like the third game has like, you know, Chernobyl, was it like, has that mod that like combines the maps of all the games and everything and like centralizes it, and there's a whole bunch of mods for the game. Those games, yeah. And like the Metro games are good too. I played Metro 1 and 2 on stream, but I've never played Metro Exodus on stream, so that could be good. If you don't like the buggy, I don't mind the buggy experience. I expect it from those kind of games. It's kind of the charm of those games, and it doesn't ruin it for me. It just was a reason to stop playing the game. So like I just got, you know, so far into it, and then I was like, oh, I'm like halfway, but yeah. No, I just felt like I was trying to yell over the game and I was speaking like a bit too loudly. Also, I've been peaking a little bit. Like, I feel like I've been talking a bit too loudly almost. Can't do anything without style. Can't do anything without making it stylish. Goal! But yeah, I do want to go back and play those games some more, the Stalker games. There's also I don't know if you've heard of it, Into the Radius, which is like kind of like Stalker, but it's VR. And I want to play some more of that game, I think, this fall or winter. No, I'm doing fine. I'm enjoying it. I got through 1 and 2 just fine. 1, I died quite a bit for a little bit. And this game, too, I have a bit of a hard time with, like, some of the bosses and stuff, but overall. Thanks, though, Grid. I don't mind it being difficult.
Did you kill him?
I've played Kingdom Hearts 2 on critical mode and done like most of the extra bosses, so I'm no stranger to any sort of like you know, getting my butt kicked for like 20-30 minutes. Darkwood, I actually haven't heard of that one before. At least maybe not off the top of my head. Oh, Sonic Frontiers, I haven't played that game. I should.
He's the most vile kind of creature.
Darkwood. No, I've never seen this before. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Project Zomboid with that top-down perspective.
That filthy scum.
I'm not a huge fan of horror games,
We have something in common.
but
Dysfunctional family.
I want to give them more of a try soon.
Family.
Like
You're a demon.
Resident Evil games and stuff. I want to go back and play those. Silent Hill and stuff.
Family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Doesn't really have jump scares? Yeah. It's just a overall mood. I think I can do better with that. Yeah. I can do better with that kind of stuff. Like jump scares, I feel are... Or Dead Space. I was talking about that earlier on stream. That would be a good one to play.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Yeah. It looks pretty good from the screenshots that I saw when I looked it up.
Family, huh?
Did Dante... I think he walked up. Yeah, he walked off in the right direction. I was like, did they mess up with a cutscene and like have him walk in the wrong direction? I didn't think I'd like the camera perspective. Yeah, it can be a little different. Yeah. But like I said, it kind of reminds me of Project Zomboid, which I enjoyed that game to a good amount. I think it falls off for me in the end game.
Alive, I see.
Like once you've gotten a bunch of weapons and food and stuff, I don't really care about like progressing to the point where I have to start farming and stuff in Project Zomboid, but I'd be interested in playing
You killed her, remember?
trying to think, like on a server with other people.
That's right. I killed her. With my own hands.
So something that's kind of interesting, I don't know.
Horrible thing have I done.
The blue and like brown eyes, I think she also has them, which means that he had that before he was a devil. Or like half devil or whatever.
You were possessed?
What am I doing? What are you doing, step bro?
Father?
I'm playing Devil May Cry 3.
Yes,
What are you doing?
manipulated by a devil.
Virgil?
He's attempting to bring the demon
Yeah.
back to this modern day. A world that Sparta once sealed off.
Sparta? I thought he was a myth.
If the demons return, this world will be thrown into chaos. Stop him.
I don't know whether to believe.
Virgil.
I think he was never possessed. I think he's just trying to get her to take care of his revenge.
Just like your mother.
Yeah. Have a good day. Rest of your day, Duncan. I already finished my school for today, so I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Father!
Thanks for stopping in.
Father!
Oh, and there goes the lag right at the emotional scene. That's whatever. Why would... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why would you take that? Why would you take that book?
Virgil.
Revenge. Give a guest from the past an adequate homecoming. So do we think that that guy was actually possessed, or is he just using her to get his revenge in his, like, final moments? Personally, I think he was just using her. But, whatever. That is not surprising. Have you ever seen that statistic about how many like adults in America think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows? It's not a ton, but it's more than I'm comfortable with. It's like, what, 15 or something? 15% or something like that? Somewhere around there. It's not... Whatever the percentage in is, the fact that it's over like 1 or 2% is worrying. Yeah. Well, she doesn't even know who Virgil is. That's the funny thing. Like, if you think about it, she has no idea what Virgil even looks like. So how is she supposed to find him? Like, obviously, she's just going to keep going further in and find him. But technically speaking, she has no idea what Virgil actually looks like. Think she'll attack Dante thinking he's Virgil or something? I could see that. She's already attacked him a couple times before. What are these? I know a 4-year-old man who still thinks the earth is flat. What do you mean he thinks it's flat? He knows it's flat. It's either just trying to hide the truth from us. Yeah, there's this really funny, like, Netflix documentary about flat earthers, where, like, the whole thing they're doing is trying to like interviewing flat earthers and trying to prove that the earth is flat, but at the end of the documentary, they accidentally prove that the earth is round by measuring like the curvature of the earth basically, and they're like, it's just not supposed to be like that or whatever. And that's where the documentary ends without like saying anything else, just like them accidentally proving that the earth is round because their calculations are off, and it proves that the earth is curved. Yeah. Or like the moon landings were fake and stuff, right? I don't know. Out of all the things that you could question, there are a lot of things that you can question about, like what like governments have told us, or like where's this supposed to go? I don't even know. Hold up, before I move that around, I guess it's gotta get dropped off, right? Oh, it's got to go here probably. But anyway, out of all the things that you could question about like what the government has told us, like that's what you choose to question. It's also funny that like just as like we're about to go into a recession, all of a sudden the government like lets some guy say that aliens are a thing and that like we have alien spacecraft. Like all of a sudden right now, when it just so happens we're about to go into like a horrible recession, you know. Huh. It's trying to, now you're trying to distract us from with the fact that aliens are real, huh? Yeah, I think it's just people who want to believe that they know more than other people, right? It's like, oh, I'm not like other people. I know the truth, you know? They can't lie to me. I'm too smart for that. It's that kind of people, I think, for the most part. Or people who are just deeply distrustful of government, as a rule. Just like anything. Like the government could say that the sky was blue, and they would come out tomorrow and say it's like purple or something. Like that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. I will say, hardest part of this game sometimes, or most annoying part, is just the parkour challenges. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. Speaking of photos from space, I found this really interesting game the other day, which only has like a demo and like closed early access right now, but it's a zombie survival game where you manage like a group of survivors. But the gimmick is the map is based off of Google Earth and like satellite photos and stuff. So literally any country, any major city, you can play in that city. Like they found a way to get it to auto-populate like all the locations and everything. So that way you can play like literally any city. So you could play in your hometown or whatever, which is a really cool idea and like gives it a lot of longevity. Like if it ever comes out and is fully complete, it'll have like a lot of longevity if people really like it, because you can literally like, you know, there's so many starting locations and like cool things you could do with that, right? It's a little, I played the demo, which lets you choose from a couple of different cities, like one in Germany, one in South America, one in America and stuff. And all that. And it's a little bare bones. It's currently running into the problem where if you can choose to start anywhere, sometimes the starting resources around you just aren't good enough to keep you going through the beginning of the game to get into the mid game right now. And everything. And also, like, you spend like ammo like mad on zombies, and if you don't spawn in an area with like a lot of extra ammo, you can run out pretty quickly. I don't think so. Oh, Gales and Flames. I don't think I actually have that equipped right now. Can I go back and equip it? There might be a statue towards the start. I know. Let me just go double check that there's not like a statue I can change up my weapons at real quick before we go too far past this combat thing. Do you think the reason why Dante has like a band over his nipples is because of censorship? Like they couldn't get away with showing his nipples, so they just did like a belt buckle across his chest? I could see that being the case. Like, you can go full bare chested and stuff, but like, no nips. Oh, I can't go back. Okay, fair enough. Okay, game, fair enough. But no, I haven't tried Devil Trigger Explosion. I'll have to try that on the next group of enemies. I should be using my Devil Trigger a bit more. No point in like letting it just go to waste. Could always use it for bosses, but or save it for bosses, but yeah. Bum 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 bum. All right, door was over here. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that zombie game seems interesting. I've put it on wish list, so if it ever gets a like full release, I definitely want to check it out. But yeah, the demo is kind of fun. But since you can only choose like certain locations, it's gotcha. I'll try that. Oh hey, on rail section, on rails shooting section. Nice. This is a fun little breakup in the gameplay. Shoot. Gotcha. That was relatively short. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty cool visual. Torture chamber. All right, which boss or enemies? I'm guessing boss if cutscene. Yep, boss. Oh, hello.
You poor thing. Didn't your mother ever teach you how to use a door? Huh? Give me a break. Tell you what, next time I'll try and wear some cologne, okay?
It's the stench of betrayal. The odor of that accursed Sparta. I will annihilate every last blood relation of Sparta!
A son cleaning up his dad
Okay. Shoot. Oh, jeez. It seems like it uses up the devil trigger gauge though when you use them as an explosion. I don't know, it's hard to tell how much damage it's doing because I'm not watching the enemy's health bar. I'll have to try it against a group of enemies, I guess. Also, it might do less damage against bosses as like a balancing thing. Shoot. Okay, this time I'm just gonna fight him and not worry about trying to do the devil trigger explosion thing. Nah, I think it's about dinner time. I'm getting paged for dinner, so once we get through this mission, I'll go ahead and wrap up for tonight, I think. Shoot. I guess so. But I feel like it didn't do that much damage to the boss compared to just using Devil Trigger normally. It's probably good against groups because you can do that much damage against everybody in a group, but I feel like against bosses it's almost better just to use the Devil Trigger instead of to up your damage instead of trying to do the explosion. Plus for the healing. I don't know. Maybe it can get really ridiculous at higher amounts of the bar. Like if you keep upgrading your Devil Trigger bar. But it feels like it didn't do that much damage. At least not enough to be worthwhile at this point. Again, though, maybe I just wasn't watching closely enough on the bar. Yeah, Trickster is really good. I've missed having Trickster. The extra attacks from Swordsman are pretty nice, but being able to have so much like invincibility time from Trickster is really nice with the dodges and everything. Especially since the dodge roll is kind of nerfed in this game over like the first and second game. Yeah, gotcha.
Why do I have to take the heat for my father? Come on, man. Cut me some slack.
Okay. It is interesting to see like how both Virgil and Dante view their father and everything. Oh, okay, he's back. All right, cool. I figured that wasn't the last we would see of him. Yep, okay. He back. Okay, I think that's a good spot to leave off of for today. Go ahead and save, and we can pick this back up again on next Wednesday. I gotta pick up the pace if I want to finish this by next Wednesday, though. Oh, we'll see. In any case, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and everything. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. I might do a IRL stream tomorrow. Depends on how the weather is. I was gonna do one yesterday, but the weather was not great for it, so didn't do it. But maybe I'll do it tomorrow. And then Friday, I definitely have to finish up Devil Survivor, so I gotta start grinding on that tonight and tomorrow, I think. Ooh, you know what sucks? I was gonna grind for Persona 2, Innocent Sin, but they cut off the previous dungeon. Literally the same thing they did in Persona 1. I don't get it. Persona 1 had that problem. They kept cutting off earlier dungeons, so you couldn't go back and grind. So I haven't been able to grind levels at all in Persona 2 this week, which is a bit unfortunate. It's not the end of the world or anything. We're still pretty low, like early in the game, so it doesn't really matter. So what I ended up doing was just scamming the casino out of a bunch of money and maxing out all my money and everything. Like I did in Persona 1, I ended up just scamming the casino blind. Anyway. I'll see you guys, tomorrow, if I stream tomorrow, it'll be an IRL stream. I'm gonna be out in my backyard messing around with, trading card collection stuff, just to hang out outside and, do some outside stuff and everything. Because I wanted to try an outdoor stream for a while the weather is nice, but I just recently figured out a decent way of doing it. So we'll try that tomorrow if the weather is nice. But yeah, I'll just be messing around with like my trading cards and stuff and just kind of hanging out and chatting for like a couple hours, because it'll be streaming from my phone, so my phone will probably run out of battery after a couple hours anyway. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll probably see you later, like I said, either tomorrow or Friday, or this weekend for Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Thanks for hanging out, Nash, Union. Let's see who else was here. Duncan, I think he just stopped in. Elbic, did the casino file for bankruptcy? No, surprisingly they never seem to do, even though I keep scamming them out of millions and millions of yen. It's crazy how that works, huh? The casino just never seems to run out of money. Grid Cruise, Hubomatic, Nash. I think that was everybody. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out and everything. Yeah, I think I want to play this game more often. I think just the Devil May Cry games in general I want to play more often, because yeah, I feel like I forget way too much between weekly playthroughs, so I definitely want to start playing it like more often. You know what I've just realized? The Steam banner for Devil May Cry HD Collection, which is what I'm playing this off of, which contains 1, 2, and 3, has pictures of Virgil from 1, 2, and 4. 4 or 5. Like the version of Virgil that they use on the right is like not from DMC3. It's like from DMC4 or 5 or something. That's funny. That's so weird. It's very clearly like DMC, like Virgil from DMC4 or 5. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. I gotta get to those games too. That'll be fun. Anyway, the casino is probably a front for other business demon trafficking. True. Although it only comes into existence if you spread rumors about it. The rumor spreading mechanic in Persona 2 Innocent Sin is really interesting. The fact that you can pay an agency to spread rumors and it'll change like the mechanics of how certain shops work and stuff, or like what a shop stocks, is really interesting. Apparently it's a holdover or kind of like a mechanic brought over from Devil Summoner, which is kind of interesting, but also Devil Summoner I don't think has a official English translation, so, which is unfortunate. Because there are like Devil Summoner characters in the game, and that's how you do the rumor thing. It's pretty interesting mechanically, just because you get to pay money to change like how shops work or how the casino works and stuff. For example, there is a like magazine lottery thing where basically you buy a magazine and then, you know, you can send in like a bunch of chances to win, and you can spread a rumor that it's like easy to win but the prizes aren't very good, it's hard to win but the prizes are really good, or you know, like somewhere in the middle. So yeah, it's an interesting mechanic. I'm kind of enjoying that at the very least. We haven't gotten too far into the story yet though, so I can't say much about that. Anyway, yeah, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a good rest of your week and everything. I'll probably be around. I'll definitely be around on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so hopefully I'll see you then. And in case I don't see you, hope you have a good one. See you guys.